All right, good morning. This is your CET Scoop with your Community Engagement Leader, Janie Cahill, for January 31st. I think we've got one other person joining on the line this morning. So as always, I will be sending out this recording. So again, you can feel free to watch at your whenever works for you. I'm not going to be on video this morning. Didn't quite, wasn't really looking up to par to be on film this morning, but I just got a little bit for you guys. Yeah, just a couple updates I'm going to give you, but mostly just really wanted to make sure that I led this call this morning just to kind of give you all an update of my situation and kind of where I'm at on a personal level, just to give you guys just to make you aware kind of what the next foreseeable future looks like for me. So recently, I know I did not do a formal announcement, but I know in conversation, many of you had known that me and my husband were expecting. Well, recently, a couple of weeks ago, we had a little unexpected turn of events. Apparently, the baby wanted to come out a little early. Was a little anxious, so at only 19 weeks along, actually went into preterm labor. So was admitted to the hospital. Had to have a emergency procedure done to hopefully sustain the pregnancy. We were very, 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 very blessed to have a miracle that they were able to successfully perform the procedure as far along as I was. But now we're just in a place of recovering and hoping day to day that it will continue to be able to sustain the pregnancy much longer. However, had a lot of hiccups along the way, made a few more hospital trips in the meantime, and it's been really tough couple weeks for my husband and I. So with that being said, I right now we're kind of in a place of limbo again, waiting just to seeing how this plays out the next few weeks. So I am going to be, at home working. I'm under travel restrictions right now, so that obviously is going to be a play in what I'm going to be able to do. So I am, like I said, I am working from my computer, but as things have came up and more unexpected trips to the hospital and so forth, that's caused me to have to obviously be in and out every so often. So again, I just wanted to make you guys all aware of my situation, and obviously I'm going to be having to do some adaptations and improvise on some things that are up and coming. But I really just ask for all of your, patience, and if there's needs that you guys have as far as my response, might be a little longer than normal, and again, there's going to be some upcoming weeks where I'm not going to be able to be out traveling and out and about. So just want to make everyone aware. Your continued prayers would be much appreciated, as we again don't really know the outcome of the situation. But again, your prayers and your patience moving forward would be much appreciated. But again, you can reach me by email, so feel free, again, if there's something, reach out by email, and when I get an opportunity to respond, I'll be happy to help, like I said, when we have that opportunity. So again, be kind of in and out when I'll be working. So again, just going to make this real quick this morning because I don't have a lot for you. Just wanted to make sure especially for the financial representatives in the Columbus area, just of the upcoming events of our next week is our Habitat Faith Builds Breakfast kickoff for our Mid-Ohio affiliate. So make sure, if you did not receive the email, I think I sent it about 2 or 3 weeks ago, giving you guys the heads up on that date. But if you did not see that email, please make sure that you mark your calendar. So for next Thursday, it'll start, I believe, at 9 a.m. And it will be at the new Habitat location. So they actually have a new office location off of, I believe it's Bush Boulevard. And if anyone needs any, like I said, reach out to me if you're not exactly sure where that is. But so we will be doing that kickoff breakfast next Thursday. Also, as a reminder, we've got the upcoming Lenten Challenge with our Thrive in Action teams, and that first Thursday with Thrive in event that we're going to be planning for March. Just a little quick update as where we are with our Habitat partnerships and our kickoff events. So far we've been able to have 2 of those kickoff breakfasts. Unfortunately, obviously, because of my situation, I was not able to physically attend those, but from what I've heard and the feedback, just talking with some of the financial advisors and the affiliates, it sounds like they really have had a tremendous start to these faith build partnerships, or faith build projects, I'm sorry, that we're doing. So On the 23rd, we had the Greater Dayton Kickoff Breakfast. Here's a little picture from that event, and a big thank you, especially to the financial advisors, Terry Powers, to Kevin Larger, to Mark Reedy, for those and advisors that were at that event itself. I believe they had over 13 churches represented at that breakfast, so that's a really, really, really great start as far as building those relationships we need in place for those faith build projects. So again, great work. Thank you. I had great feedback again. Luckily, one of our Habitat Thrivent partnerships from corporate, James Chafin, was able to fill in for me that morning for the event. But I heard, again, great feedback from him, and he's been involved with a lot of Habitat faith build projects throughout the region. So really good to get good feedback from him. So really excited as we continue to move those forward, forming those church coalitions and helping develop some of those new inroads and building those relationships in those congregations. Again, I've already speaking to a couple of financial advisors that are associated with their Southeastern Ohio affiliate. The kickoff breakfast last week for Southeastern Ohio went very well as well. Already seeing inroads being made with churches, and just with that soft introduction with the Faith Builds project. So we're already immediately seeing those success, which is really great to hear. One of the big reasons why we had the change from the traditional Thrive and Builds model to these Faith Builds model was to be able to really help us grow and to help financial advisors really leverage this Habitat partnership in their business. And from feedback and success stories that I'm hearing, that's already happening. So that's really great to hear. So make sure again next week for the Central Ohio area, if you are, or the Mid Ohio breakfast will be next week, and looking forward to seeing those at attendance of that event. New updated action team kits. I know I mentioned this last time, but if you have not seen one of these, they have updated these action team kits. So they have rebranded and refreshed these. So if you have not received one, just be the next one you receive is going to look a little different. Got the new gray t-shirts. Got my box not too long ago. They're pretty slick. Might show a few pit stains for some of you sweaters, but they're really, really slick. I like the gray. So they've got all kinds of new materials in the action team box that are really refreshed that I think you guys are going to enjoy. So that's something too. You can, I'm sure I've seen a lot of social media posts that you guys have been using to put it out there to your churches. So kind of a new, a great way to kind of was you're talking to your churches, get them excited again about those action teams with those new kits. Just wanted to put a few items also in front of you with the numbers. I know it's a hard thing sometimes keeping up with these specific items or numbers of where to order these items. Just a couple new materials I want to make sure that you guys are familiar with that are fraternal in nature. So they have refreshed a couple of these marketing materials for these fraternal purposes. So they are available on Thrivent order system. So we have a new Thrivent Action Team brochure. You can see I've highlighted the number there if you want to jot that down. Something that you can order. Also, their Generosity Starts Here flyers. So, and I have seen these, and I actually like these. What I like about these flyers is not only are they little new, with new fresh look, right, new rebranded, but what I like about it is that it has a couple questions that it walks a person through on the sheet where it says, okay, what is your idea? What are you going to be doing? And the way it walks that person through the sheet is it really prepares them for how to apply for an action team. And once you see this, you'll see what I mean exactly. But it basically tells everything on that brochure what they're going to need to know to apply for the project. Because we know that's a really common conversation that I have with people who've never done an action team. They think it's really hard and that they need to write some huge grant, and it's totally different. We all know how simple and easy it is. So the way these flyers are kind of designed, it really puts it out there just how easy it is and the exact information they need to know when they're applying for that team. So again, Generosity Starts Here, what makes a Thrive and Action Team possible. So it's another marketing material. You can jot down the number and take a look, see what you think, as well as the How to Direct Thrive and Choice dollars. So it's actually the same content with this piece, but they have refreshed some of the graphics. So again, just some of the fraternal marketing materials that are now available. They're just, again, a little refreshed for you, the new updated versions that you can jot down those numbers, feel free to order if that's something that you're interested in. And just lastly, and I'm going to email out this PowerPoint as well, because I know this is really small and it's hard to see, but just a couple key calendar dates coming up that just to be aware of that you can use to whether through your social media or different events if you're looking for something to engage with your churches or the rest of the community, you can be aware of. One really good one that I wanted to make sure that I highlighted there is the Random Acts of Kindness Day on February 17th. So, what are you doing to spread kindness? And that's a really great opportunity to really promote our Thrive in Action teams and highlight our church and nonprofit activities. So very, very easy plug-in for that Random Acts of Kindness Day. So whether you're just using on your social media or planning a Thrive in Action team on that day itself, or again, just planning an event or something surrounding that theme, that's a really great way to integrate those Thrive in Action teams. So again, I promised I didn't have a lot for you today, but again, just wanted to kind of give you an update on my situation and where I'm at. Again, if you guys have any questions, anything up and coming, that just feel free, to email me, give me a call, as I've got a lot of time on my hands sitting here at home on my what I call house arrest for a while. So feel free to give me a call, and if you have any questions, about the Faith Builds event next week specifically, make sure to reach out to me. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.